Greetings and salutations, my dear esteemed guests and subscribers. It is me, of course, your favorite crypto enthusiast, LL. And once again, we're going to be diving deeper into this rabbit hole known as airdrops. And as I said on yesterday's video, we are going to be covering Mode Network, which is a layer 2 EVM-based blockchain built it from OP Stack, so same technology as Optimism, and they actually got a funding from Optimism not too long ago to build out, I think what they call them is super chains. And there are a couple of interesting design ideas about Mode Network, which fundamentally makes it different from a lot of the other competition in the market right now, something that could give them a potential edge. And in a lot of ways, this is still in an early stage, even though they have a mainnet, and they did do a campaign on Galx on end of the last year, but they have one campaign going on right now with tasks, and a lot of the dApps in the ecosystem are still kind of in their infancy. So I would argue that we are pretty early on, and they have this co-op philosophy of like building together with a lot of like, you know, having an on-chain cooperation, and I believe they have a lot of partnerships going on with OP as well. And they have this very interesting revenue model, which is not done by anybody else. Yes, there are other chains which are giving developers money, portion of the fees that come from the smart contracts and the bridging and blah, blah, blah. But apparently they are also going to be giving a referral revenue. So if I refer a person to this network, and I guess they have to assign themselves or something like that, I am going to be getting a perpetual revenue from this referral throughout this network. I don't know when this is going to go live, but this is actually very bullish. Imagine if you would get like referral revenue from every transaction that your friend does on the Ethereum mainnet. That would be crazy. But this is a very interesting idea, and I think this is kind of one of the pivotal things about Mode that kind of makes it a competitive alternative to a lot of the other EVMs. Now, let's get into the analysis of the airdrop. So one of the things in the ecosystem which I want to talk about first is Pyth here. It's highlighted between all the other things here. And we have discussed this Pyth staking thing. It started out as basically a scam by another airdrop influencer known as CC2. And it said, oh, it was a social experiment, haha. But whatever. But now there has been already one project which has talked about dropping to Pyth stakers. And now I'm also speculating that Mode could be potential, another one that would be rewarding Pyth stakers. And the unstaking time is only 72 hours with Pyth, so it's a very low risk to basically stake your Pyth right now to be eligible for multiple different airdrops. But that would be one of my starting points with Mode. And before we go into the rest of the list, I do want to remind you to check out my ultimate airdrop spreadsheet, which I have been updating on a daily basis. New entries are being added here for new blockchains and things like that. And I added some adjustments not too long ago into this. We have listed SoFi airdrops here. We have airdrop checking tools to different websites for different blockchains. I have explained hierarchies, what are the things you should be focusing on when you're going to be farming in terms of the type of the airdrop. And then there's this contributor post where people can, you know, basically post an entry here. You can basically request to have an editor role, and you can maybe even get your referral links into the whole spreadsheet. But definitely something to look into if you're looking for more stuff. Now, first thing we always do is bridge. Now, when you actually go into the Mode's own website, it has a bridging page, but that is only for testnet. Sepolia to Mode testnet. So the mainnet is not actually available here. I can actually, well, show you and prove that. So when you go bridge here, Mode bridge, I don't know if this is a temporary bug or what, but currently it only has Mode testnet and Sepolia. And once the mainnet is already up, it's not really, in my opinion, like smart at all to basically interact with the testnet. I don't think it's going to have any impact whatsoever on anything. So you have two options. Well, actually, you have only one option to bridge right now, and that is to go peasant network. And the good thing about this network is it has multiple different chains here where you can bridge to mode, a lot of the more mainstream ones. And also, it does have fundamentally no token as of right now. So this is a great opportunity to bridge. So you choose the chain where you're going to be sending the amount of Ethereum, and then you're going to be hitting confirm, and it's going to be probably coming out within minutes. And currently it supports only Ethereum, which is understandable. I've used this a couple of times in the past, and maybe probably should have done this and used this a lot more. I think this is part of the wormhole technology, if I'm not mistaken. But let's move on. The first DEX that we have, which is native to mode, is Kim Exchange. Well, it's pretty self-explanatory right now. So we have, well, a couple of different tokens here. You want to swap between them. Let me change Ethereum here. Okay, let's do like 0.01 and let's produce a bit less than that, like that. I'm going to be swapping, and then I'm going to be adding these to liquidity. Notice how I still keep that word up. I'll keep, and then there's always the guy in the comments. Why are you doing that? Why are you saying it wrong? I can't, it's too hard to say it the right way. And at this point, it's just a meme of the channel. So, okay, we have done the transaction, or it's basically going through, and done. Then we're going to earn pools, Ethereum, and USDT. This is like a very low liquidity, guys, right now. And do we actually, can we just put positions here? Create a position. Okay, there we go. USDT, $16, and Ethereum, $16. And we have to approve the USDT. And this is a great way to kind of get a couple of transactions under your belt. The fees on this chain are ridiculously low, which I love about Mode Network right now. So kind of like yesterday's Chroma. Very low exchange fees, so you're not really losing a lot of Ethereum by doing normal swaps and things like that in the process. And now I'm going to be adding the liquidity in and confirming, and we are done. Okay, so that's kind of like, and now we just sit it and wait till some type of a token comes out. No point systems right now. TVL only 10K, only 10K. So as I said, we're early. We're really early. There's another website called Hedgy. This is a time lock system. We can like lock tokens in this place. This is actually on multiple different networks. What is the, we don't actually have any wrapped Ethereum. This could be a potential airdrop. This is kind of like for you if you're kind of like, let's say you have a meme token or you have some type of token which you do not want to sell. You don't want to give into the temptation. You can basically lock in your own funds for a period of time. You also have the ability to use the Safe app, which is basically the Gnosis Safe. This is a multi-sig wallet, which has their own, I actually got the airdrop, still haven't distributed by the way. And they are like token claims and treasuries and things like that. This is good for projects mostly. But we don't know if they're going to be doing out their own token. That is totally up in the air, and just interact with it. Try it out. It's not too bad of a thing. It's kind of situational, but whatever. Then we have mode domains. I always like getting a domain. They're usually cheap. Very cheap, actually. Let's see. Okay, this is actually, no, okay, there we go. 0.02, so that is $5. $5, 1 year. $2, no discount. I'm just gonna take 1 year, very cheap. MetaMask, confirming. And sometimes, you know, okay, this is on mode testnet right now. So apparently we do not have, so I'm just gonna reject this and get 3 years instead because I'm not gonna pay this for anyways. This is on testnet. So this is not on the mainnet apparently yet. So that's fine. We can do the transactions there. It's, you know, I did say that testnet transactions don't really matter, but since this is an individual chain that doesn't have a, you know, thing yet. Okay, let me try if we can actually set the record here. Profile. Okay, these are coming out, so I guess you gotta wait. You can also, I guess, extend it if you want to. Pay another $5, whatever. It's testnet transaction, I don't care. So that's for that. Now, then there is the thirdweb, which was also featured on the Mode's website. I mean, this is on a lot of things. And we have talked about this on previous videos, thirdweb here. And thirdweb basically is a smart contract hub where we can basically deploy contracts. It's pretty simple. It has a multitude of different chains supported here. We have Mode, Polygon, OP, Avalanche, like basically everything. And since it's a very low fee chain, I recommend going into contracts, deploy a contract, choose any of these 6 or these NFTs. I had a problem with the marketplace earlier, and we could do NFT collection or something. Deploy now, percentage 3, get default 1. These numbers don't matter, by the way. And now I'm just choosing mode, not the mode testnet. Deploy now, and now it's deploying a contract. Sometimes certain blockchains reward developers. This is a developer focused chain, just saying. So deploying a contract right now, and then we have to do a one sign up after this, and basically it's done after that. And so many of these chains usually do reward some type of like contract creators. So just deploying a blank thing here is going to be a good thing. We're going to be confirming this and deploying contract now. And sometimes actually this thirdweb team has asked this like deploying contract multiple times. That might mean it's bugging, okay? So that's for it, okay? And then there's going to be another, okay, now it's doing finally the sign up thing. And this should be free. Okay, here, confirm. And basically it's now done. Next up, we have the Intract quests. There are 8 of them, whole 8. And they're very easy because it's like following their Twitters and joining the Mode Discord. And they have like the same quest, so once you have done in it one thing, then it's gonna be like blah blah blah. And this is very early, guys. This started on 17th, so that is 10 days ago. Gonna be running till 31st of this month. And there's gonna be 6 phases, I believe. I think they say here somewhere. Right now this is phase 1. So this is why I know we're early, because there are going to be multiple phases here. So I do believe there's going to be 6 phases, and these quests are going to be pretty relatively easy to do. And there's not really that many people. 14,000 have done, and obviously out of those 14,000, a lot of people haven't even done all the quests. As you can see, I have 280, and I have only done two of them only, okay? So a lot of people haven't even gone through like 5 of them to basically get into the full points, because full points should be like 800 or something. So that's for one. And we obviously went through the Kim exchange already. There's another one, another derivatives exchange. I mean, who would have needed another one? I mean, I've said this a million times already at this point, like there's too many of them, and I'm kind of like worried about like where is their liquidity coming from? Like where's the liquidity coming from? Whatever. And so Lick Markets is one, not out yet. They do have a Discord which you can join into, which might be a criteria for their own airdrop, just saying. But at this point, I think all of you watching these videos are already doing some type of derivatives market. If you don't want to do Kim exchange, you can do SupSwap. You can apparently trade NFTs here, and this seems to be on a couple of other different. Why is none of these buttons working? Okay, so this is still on infancy phase or something. Let me try to refresh this. Yeah, it's not even working right now, so this is still early. Then we have Athena, and this is going to be infrastructure to unlock the potential of stake Ethereum. So this is going to be something to do with LSPs and some type of new stablecoin bonds, all kind of deeper DeFi stuff. This is not out yet, but seems interesting, something that has potential. So keep eye on this one. Then we have Ionic. This is a lending protocol, very early on. It has $80 of liquidity right now. So yes, I did say early. And it's pretty simple. Supply USDT. Never use unlimited, guys. Custom. I'm gonna put $1 here. It always, these apps, whatever's MetaMask and whatever's, they always add unlimited allowance. You don't want to give unlimited allowance, because if something gets hacked, that allowance thing is always being exploited. And now we are basically adding the supply here. This project already has a point system, which is briefly talked about here on their website. So you are going to be getting things. Seems to be their referral program, which I don't see a link anywhere, so this is on very early stages. And now I think we already approved the amount. Maybe it's not showing properly. Let me refresh here. No, we already have supplied the amount. Okay, that's good. Currently, you're only getting supply APR on USDC though, on this platform. So think what you will. And that's basically it. Yeah, that's actually it. There's nothing else here on this list that we need to cover. There was the Galax campaign, but it's all over. And let's actually do a very quick look on that Galax network, because I'm thinking about whatever. It's having some NFTs and where you can potentially buy those NFTs. So let's go to Spaces, Mode. So it seems Mode Domains has their own campaign. Do they have anything? No, none of them are active right now. So another one you can follow. Reset Filters. And yeah, they had this quest. It seems there's only points. None of these actually amounted into NFT. Okay, there was an NFT. I wonder where these NFTs are and whatever. They are in Sepolia probably. Okay, they're on testnet. So I don't know if you can even buy them anywhere. Are they listed anywhere? But that's basically what I have to share. As always, go check out the Ultimate Airdrop spreadsheet. Tomorrow, we are going to be doing Farcaster and its ecosystem. It's going to be probably a pretty big one. And probably after that, we have to do Lens Protocol. And then there's like a lot of, like every day I'm just reading about new chains and their campaigns. And I'm trying to do like these fast as I can, guys. But I'm just like only one human. So, bear with me. And yes, people are probably very exhausted with quests and everything right now, but now is not the time to stop grinding. Thanks for watching. I will be seeing you in the next video.